Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Live with Joshua. Hope everybody's doing good on this Sunday afternoon. Give me 1 second here. I'm still getting situated. I'll be with you guys in just a second. If anybody wants to come on panel, the link should be in the comments for YouTube and Facebook. We will only be interacting with the comments on YouTube tonight. Feel free to join us on YouTube in the comments. Hope everybody's been doing good. It's been a lot going on this weekend for a lot of individuals, a lot of groups. But we're not about all the drama over here. We try to have a drama-free zone. There's too much other stuff going on with the trains and all the different fires and the truck and trailers and other stuff happening to have to worry about the drama. If you're in the chat, give us a like. Wave at us so we know that you're here watching us. We're open for any kind of discussion tonight or chat. We're not really having ain't nobody really blocked in the chat, and nobody's blocked on StreamYard. Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. Open conversation. Feel free to talk about whatever you want. If you want to come on panel, you can hit the link. Hey, Princess. Hope you're doing good tonight. Hope you had a good weekend. Okay, no hurry.
Hey guys. Hey Josh.
Yeah, Bird.
Oh, I was just saying hey.
Okay, Cactus. Go make dinner. Make something good for us.
Hey everyone. I hope everybody's having a great night.
It's a
Miss
slow night.
Messy.
It's
You what?
showing what? It's a slow night. It's showing 6 people watching and nobody talking.
Miss Messy. You can only imagine what I did. Hope I got it all. Look up.
I see what you did.
You probably figured it.
Red Cactus in the house, everyone.
Hey
Well,
Ray
sort of.
Cactus.
Red Cactus in the kitchen, actually, but hopefully she's making us some meat and taters.
Josh, that's not nice.
She says she's going to make dinner. Hopefully she's making meat and taters.
Yeah, but you're a pain, Josh. Did you know that?
We already knew that. Okay, well, our chat's down to 3. Well, I hope we get some viewers soon. I'm going to shut this thing down. This is horrible.
I gotta go figure out these things. Y'all behave. I will be back in a minute. I can come back out in that freezing cold.
I don't know what's so boring. I ain't got no background music going. Oops. Sorry, guys. Why didn't you tell me I forgot the music? Let's see if this helps a little bit. Put a little bit of music on. So earlier today, there was a structure fire down next to Greenville, Rapine area. I was able to track the fire. I wasn't able to get close enough to it due to all the fire apparatus. I didn't want to go get in their way between their trucks and their dump tanks and their tankers and everything. It was pretty well involved before they ever got down there to it. I would imagine it's a total goner because just as they thought they could start clearing up and checking out, they were hollering for more foam and stuff to dump on it. So I waited around for a while for it to clear out, and just as they started, like I said, to clear, they started hollering for foam. So I headed out before it got dark, but I'm gonna head back over that way tomorrow and see exactly how bad the damage is done. It reports it was like a shop type barn building, but where it was located in the county, it probably was a barn. What was in the barn, I don't know. Tractors or hay, I just don't know, guys. But I might be able to find out more the next day or two. I want to go tomorrow and try to get some video or some images, one of the damage that was done. But it just depends on what my schedule looks like here in the coming days and what the weather does. It was just too cold today to park, and I probably could have got up and do it today, but I'd have had to park and walked, and it was cold and windy. I didn't fool with it. I'll check it out one day this week. I'll be able to show you guys some images or photography here in the next day or two on that.
Josh, I'm back. Josh.
I hear you back.
Well, you're not answering me.
It took me a second.
You want to tell them about the Debbie lady?
No, she's not my chat, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem.
Okay.
If she was in here, Princess or Cactus would catch it.
Yeah.
Princess said she'll be right back, and Cactus will be right back after she cooks dinner. She's hoping we're going to be out for a bit.
Yeah. I mean, I've still got 45 minutes before I get off.
Yeah, if these numbers don't go up any, I'm not going to be here very long. I'm not going to talk to myself for an hour.
Well, you can talk to me.
I don't want to talk to you and you're sitting beside me. I don't want to talk to you on the panel.
I'm not sitting beside you. You are about 30 feet away.
How's the background music? I think it's...
Sounds okay. Chat's open, or panel's open to anyone. Nobody's blocked on StreamYard. You want to come up, be respectful. That's all we ask. What'd you buy at my work, honey?
Huh?
What did you buy at my work?
An M&M and a can of root beer. Now, one girl was like, it ain't time for to get off already, is it? I'm like, no. Just getting a drink.
Was she the one on self-check?
Yeah.
That's Brianna.
That's her. But
She's like one of my buddies.
I know. She came and talked to me for a second while I was getting my favorite drink.
Now, here in about 10 minutes, I'll have to count down my drawer.
Somebody has a sense of humor. They texted me and asked me, was I getting some food?
Who?
Who do you think?
Your brother? I thought he would be sleeping.
I think he's up already because he works at 10 or 11. But it's like, nope, they're closed today. He's like, what a shame for you. I'm like, yeah. He started texting me. He started texting me at 6:30 when he texted me about a mower.
I hope nobody pulls up right at 9 o'clock. It's a little frustrating, but you know, they know we close at 9 and they won't come up last minute.
Hope it's gonna be warm one day this week so I can do some outreach. I don't want to have to be out here bundled up doing outreach.
It's cold out there.
I know it's cold out there. I want to do some outreach one day this week before Saturday, and I've got a whole bunch of cards again to hand out.
Yeah. For those that are lurking in the background, nobody is blocked on StreamYard. If you can be respectful and want to come on panel, you can. But the only stipulation is you have to be respectful of us and the chat.
Hey, Aruba.
Hey, Aruba. How are you?
It was good to see you yesterday at your auction. It was nice to put a face with a voice. Thanks for letting us tag along. It's good to see you. Good to see a lot of our old friends that we haven't seen since the summer that you got to spend the day with.
It was. Good to see Simon and everybody.
Ma and DC.
Kentucky. Was Kentucky there?
Raptor, though. I wonder where Raptor was hiding.
Who knows?
Aruba, it felt like a reunion, and we weren't even there just to see a lot of our old pals.
I hope you were able to tell them we said hello, Aruba, but I don't think I ever put that in the chat.
She was so busy doing everything with the auction.
We hadn't seen Simon since like the 4th of July week, I think it was.
It was around 4th of July week, give or take, and then he had to go back to Florida. And
yeah, it was good to see everybody. They're supposed to have a reunion sometime in the next few months. So hopefully we'll get to see everybody again.
the way we're not going to be we live too far from the location of that reunion to be able to attend it.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope we're close enough.
You work last week, so I don't know when we'll catch another Orlando morning car ride. But we're not getting up early this week.
Is she off this week?
No, but you don't open any this week. You don't work.
Oh no, I don't open any this week, and I only work today, Tuesday, and Saturday. So When I started this job, I only asked for 20 to 25 hours, so I'm getting like 19 hours and 45 minutes this week. So if I go mute, Josh, you know what I got to do. So
Usually when we catch the morning car ride to work, it's because we're up early for you to go to work.
I think it's okay to go ahead and start this. I mean, there's nobody out here. But the manager still hasn't come out yet.
Just go in and give me a like. I can do that. I can absolutely do that. Princess says she was going to be back, but I haven't seen her yet. And Tuckus is cooking dinner, so as far as U-Haul, he's probably looking at Louis Beach. We didn't really have anything to talk about tonight, guys. Just it's open discussion, whatever anyone wants to talk about, but there's really nobody in the chat, so there's really no conversation going on right now. So,
Josh, I'm muting it for right now.
yep. Finishing laundry, doing paperwork. That does not have like any fun at all.
Yeah, I gotta do my paperwork for tonight. So that's why I'm on mute, y'all. But I'm reading chat. That got a little loud, Josh.
I know it did. I did. It got louder. The slide's hard to operate. It absolutely got a little loud. I totally get that. Everybody has tuned in. Thanks for tuning in tonight. If you don't, give us a like before you leave. Not sure how long we'll be on with nobody really chatting, but not really sure where everybody is unless it's probably got that strike in December. Maybe we're being shadow banned. I'm not really sure. I know we've had several people tell us that YouTube is unsubscribing, so it's very well possible people aren't even seeing that we're live.
Let's just hope that. Oh, somebody wants up. DJ.
Hi.
Hi, DJ.
Hi.
Hello, DJ. Welcome on in. Welcome on in.
So what
You
have
ain't
you guys been up to?
20 on 4. Thank you. Hang on, I'm sorry. I'm at work.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, you didn't get your pictures working yet.
I thought it would work.
I thought it would have worked too, and it still ain't showing it working.
I think I've got a picture. I thought it would work. But I
know
guess
that's
not.
what you said the other day. You thought it would have worked, but it ain't working. I don't know
do
what's
have
going on
one.
with it.
If you go on my YouTube, there's a picture.
Yeah.
I don't know why it didn't transfer over. I don't know.
Who knows? YouTube, StreamYard, it's hard to tell why it ain't working. What
What
were
have
you
you
hoping
guys
this
been
morning?
doing today?
You, huh?
What have you guys been doing today?
It's been a crazy busy day. We
I'm
had church
working,
this morning. Then there was a lunch at church.
and now I'm working.
There was a structure fire earlier that I went to look for. I found it with all the fire trucks and stuff. I couldn't get close enough to it to get any footage. I'm hoping tomorrow I can get in and get footage of it once all the fire trucks are gone.
Yeah. Nope,
Jefferson, hello.
I was out and shoveled for about 2.5, 3 hours today.
I don't want to hear. I haven't had nothing to shovel all year. We barely had a dusting, and we're used to a lot more than that.
Well, I can send you some. Oh, and then I had to put,
I haven't even got my shovel out this year. And I haven't even touched my rock salt maybe one time all winter.
and then I had to make a path to my shed. So, yeah, I had no fun.
Oh. I'm here, guys.
Busy.
But yeah, it's. Did you see? Did you hear what happened last night at
J6?
or the Freedom Corner?
But
Yeah.
I watched a bunch of that.
That was horrible last night.
It was.
Couldn't hear nothing, and it was bad.
It was horrible.
Yeah, last night was something else.
Well, guess what? As soon as those guys came back, Sherry and Trooper and all those guys came. They're not there tonight.
Nope.
Well,
It's been quiet.
He was working on his truck, I think. Or van.
I don't know.
yeah, if you look on his live stream, he's been working on his van from where it broke down Friday, I think it was. And I know last night Sherry and Trooper, I think it was, or maybe it was one night, last night or night before, they were in Virginia. They weren't in the DC.
Yeah, they were there in Virginia last night.
Yeah,
they
last night
weren't
they were
even
in
there.
Virginia.
Otherwise, they probably. But I want to know why the cops did not move. Did you notice that they had moved the thing closer to them? That
Well,
was
my
horrible.
understanding, there really is no permit for that. They claimed they had a permit, but you heard one of the cops talking to him. He told him there was no permit for that.
For what?
For Mickey and them had always said that they had a permit. The cop told him last night that there was no permit on file for that. For that Freedom Corner stuff.
Oh, I know.
I thought there was.
We did too.
Yep. Ooh, that sounds good, Jeffrey.
I'm pretty sure there is, and they just are saying that. I think the cops are set that part up, and then AP went assaulted David.
Well, I
Or,
heard about
Smi- or
I didn't see any of that.
oh yeah, she was in the cemetery.
She did.
He assaulted David, and they didn't even do anything.
There's just not enough devices to go around to watch all this dreams unfold. And a lot of yesterday, I was watching the 1776 auction and stuff from Florida, so I had that playing on one device most today.
Yeah. Let's see, I got.
I mean, it's been on a good 6 hours. That thing in Florida.
Yeah, I got Big D, or not Big D, Trooper. Big D's there tonight.
Yeah, I seen where he was live from down there.
And then you guys on one phone. I can have 2 TVs going if I want. I got another phone if I want.
But that's what I've said. When I'm at home, I'm good because I've got old phones or whatever that's not got service that I can hook to the Wi-Fi to have extra screens. But when I'm not home, I'm kind of limited to my 2 or 3 devices, so I don't have as much when I'm not at home to watch on.
Yep.
So it's a little more difficult when I'm not at home.
Yeah.
And yes, the Dallas day, so obviously I wasn't at home for a good part of the day, so I didn't have enough devices to watch everything unfold.
Yeah.
Especially when
I can't watch everything. But
exactly, especially when Florida went on for 6 hours, and I was trying to watch a lot of that, and then watch other streams.
What were they auctioning off?
It was the 1776 restoration movement doing some of their auctions for different stuff that they do for their fundraisers.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know about that.
They did several in DC when we were with them. And then they've done it. They did one the other week in North Carolina. They pretty much do one in almost every state they go to.
Yeah, but what kind of stuff did they have?
People donate all kind of nice stuff, whether it's homemade blankets or artwork or scarves or whatever. I mean, it's all kind of nice stuff.
Oh, okay.
I know they had one really nice piece of artwork yesterday. I think they called it America in Turmoil, and it was a hand-painted piece of artwork.
Yeah.
Some different scarves and cardigans and just different homemade blankets and stuff.
Yeah.
Here comes your boss man, Bird. Here comes your boss man. I guess she's listening. Thank you, Nightbot. You're doing a wonderful job tonight.
No, but last night, man, I had to keep the volume down because them horns and all that stuff, man, it was irritating me.
What do you
I
mean?
think it was irritating a lot of people last night on live because a lot of people mentioned it today. They were getting pissed.
Who was getting pissed?
People on lives, and I'm sure Mickey and those guys were, because you couldn't hear nothing.
Right.
All you could hear was them, and then you had Tommy and somebody else on one going right at them, and oh man, it was way too loud for me.
You mean like one of these?
Yep. There was like 4 or 5 of them going last night. Because AP had one.
Huh?
Aunt had one. Tommy had one. And some other lady had one. And then there's some other ones there too. I didn't recognize some of the other ones that were with Scott.
Well, some of them was a group that came down from New York, so some of them were visitors. Hey, Christine, thanks for coming in.
But I mean, I know that, but I mean, for as far as Aunt and all those guys.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Lori supposedly
Now I gotta figure out.
Yes,
Are you there?
on the 17th.
Well, yeah, but they were doing their fundraiser on that corner last night. Before Freedom Corner came in, they was doing their fundraiser hashtag for Jesse up until time for the J6ers to take over. But so some of them was there for that fundraiser hashtag for Jesse.
Yeah. No, but I feel bad for them people, and they're still looking for people. And then, did you hear what they're gonna do to Trump?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
That is terrible.
it is.
And then they're trying to take Putin down with them, or they're trying to take Putin down too.
Josh, is that you with the thing?
Yeah, I heard they had a ICC warrant or indictment or something.
Well,
for
yeah,
Putin.
because he was taking our children that they're trafficking over in Ukraine, and Putin brought them to his country, and now they're trying to get them because they want Putin and Trump out of there because they know too much and they're revealing too much of the government now that's in there. That's why they want them out of there. That's what that deal was.
Yep.
That's crazy, though.
I'm hoping the background music ain't too loud tonight. It was a little loud earlier. How to back it down some.
Yeah. No, and then I've been trying to get stuff done around here for my grandson comes next, or they're gonna leave after my daughter gets off of work, and then they'll be up here for about a week. So,
Great.
trying to get stuff done, and he's never seen snow. This will be his first time ever seeing snow.
Oh boy.
So I had to clear a path to my shed so I can get the slide out so we can have them go sliding and stuff. I gotta find them snow pants and winter boots.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have either or. And of course you can't find those down there. He's got a jacket and mittens, but not boots and things like that. So I'm gonna have to get him them. Find them, so.
No, Christine dear, that was yesterday. Dallas is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. They're not open on Sunday. That's the one day that they're only open on Sunday. It was like Christmas or something. Didn't even be open, but other than that, they're not open on Sunday. So that's one
For
thing.
what?
No Sunday dialysis. But thanks for asking. I hope all your infusions and stuff are going well. I haven't. Usually when you're on Jeff's, I'm not on there, and vice versa. So I really haven't talked to you in a while, except for in some of the chats. I don't know where to be yesterday unless they're all watching J6 stuff.
And then I heard, I seen Red and Migs and all those guys. It sounded like they really got into it.
Oh, I was up watching some of that stuff up until probably midnight last night. That was one for the books.
Like, what the hell was that about?
A lot of people putting their nose where it don't belong.
Then AP was on, and then there was no, that was on Polish. Agnes is live. So she's trying to raise money and stuff for Palestine or what, East Palestine.
Yeah, for
They're
the
going on
26th.
the
The
26th.
26th. Yeah, because it's next Sunday they're going down. I'd love to go down, but I don't know. I don't know if she'll be able to get off work in order to do it or not. It depends if
Yeah,
I can't go down if she can't get off. So
yeah,
it just kind of depends on what happens with that.
yeah. But she was raising money, and some guy comes on there and cusses her out, and it's like, what the heck?
Well, I wasn't watching all that, so I had no idea. But Polish helped get us started. So I visit a lot of channels. We try to be polite. I know you do, Christine. I've seen you in other chats that I wouldn't dare comment in.
I don't.
Probably couldn't comment in it anyway because I'm probably blocked. But I've seen you in other chats. I know you try to be polite everywhere, which is why you're unblocked over here.
Nope, I don't. I usually just a lot of times listen, and then Taco Joe will be coming back from Mexico, heading back on Tuesday.
You're exactly right, Christine. There's no reason to cuss anyone out, whether you agree with them or not. If I didn't agree with somebody and I went on their panel or chat, I would want to have a conversation with them regarding why I don't agree with them. But there's no need in cussing and yelling and screaming and carrying on, because that don't get
Well,
like the guy from A4A said last night on a panel that I was watching. When people started yelling and screaming like that, you're just yelling and screaming to hear yourself, because there's no way in hell anybody else is going to hear you, or you're going to hear anybody else, because at that point everybody's yelling and screaming.
I wrote something on I said, why can't people get along and stop fighting and arguing and start coming together? And otherwise if they don't, we're gonna end up losing everything. We've already lost enough. We don't need to lose anymore. And and then I wrote that in
Wait a minute, Christine yelled one day last week? What the hell did I miss? I don't recall watching anything where Christine yelled. I must have missed something. But yeah, Christine, I know. Anytime that I've ever watched a panel or even been on a panel with you, I've never heard you yell. So if you yelled last week, I must have really missed something.
And they told me to write, or that I should tell Red that. So I went into Red's chat when he was on last night, and I wrote the same thing I did to Meg's. On Meg's. I wrote on his, and I said, you don't need to be swearing like that. And Red goes, this is my channel. If I want to swear, I can.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
Come get this stuff. Can you come get this stuff?
Yeah. So it looks like Aruba's back. He missed all the stuff we was talking about, that beautiful artwork about the America in Turmoil from the local artist and how beautiful it was. And now she comes back after the fact. That artwork would have went for a lot more money if it would have been autographed. Or maybe it was autographed on the back. I don't remember. I think it might have been autographed.
Well, I know they sent something up for Santa to autograph. Here. That I do know.
Yeah, Ruba, you're busted.
Nope. So yeah, they sent something up to Santa to autograph. I don't know what it was.
I don't know. I know they sent some stuff for Red to autograph too. That squirrel guy. I think they sent him some stuff to autograph and auction off. So
Yeah. Um.
me too, Christine. Me too. A good bit of it.
But yeah, the fighting's gotta stop, man. This is just getting out of hand.
On all sides. On all sides.
That must be Big DIC with the flag on his back. Because he went at a protest in Virginia too, I think. And then they had cops at the one shop or whatever. But he's got his flag on his back, so that I'm pretty sure that's Big D. I know he's there. I'm watching Trooper.
John posted a short video. What was that? Some more of the infighting, drama, confusion going on there? Because I know he's tied up in some of it.
Tommy?
Dom's tied up in some of that.
Shelly Harris, why are you attacking somebody in our chat?
Hey, she's not. I don't see her attacking Christine. I haven't noticed she's attacking Christine.
She's like, good for you, Christine M. And then she said something about up here. If I can find her. Do you live in a bubble, Christine? Unless I'm missing something. I'm sorry, Shelly, if
I think you missed something because her and Christine were having a conversation.
I'm sorry, Shelly. I just came back in from doing what I had to do. And I'm just reading stuff and
You missed something. I think you ought to apologize to Shelly. You missed something. See, Christine,
I did.
We were discussing my illness.
Oh, Shelly, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I come in and started reading and I was I'm sorry. Yeah, I am missing a lot. I was on mute or turned down for a few minutes, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't have. I'll
Just so you know.
Get the job done.
No.
Josh Mater said, "Is that the thorn in his side?" Hey, Mater.
Yes, that's the thorn in your side, Mater. It sure is. Thanks for coming in, Mater. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Cora.
Hey, Cora. How are you?
I know you were Christine. That's why I put a stop to it. I'm sitting here reading the chat.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Please forgive me.
When I see Mater in some of the other chats, they're going by so fast.
Shelly, I said I was sorry. I did not came in late.
On the same side, they want us divided. You're exactly right, Daruba. And the bigger
By
thing
the way, Shelly, I'm Josh's wife. So
if we're all divided and fighting, what are they sweeping under the rug and voting on that we're not paying no attention to because we're all fighting each other instead of focusing on the bigger picture?
Well, yeah, that's why I wrote what I did in Megs, and that's what I wrote in Squirrels.
It's like it's almost like the paid actors are coming in stirring up this crap.
Hey, Billy Bob.
They can get us distracted and fight with each other. We're not even paying no damn attention to what they're doing in DC because we're all fighting with each other to carry on.
Yep. And that's what the Dems like, you know. Or
Josh,
that side anyways.
if she's gonna call me a bully on your page, which I'm part founder of this, she can go.
I'm watching it. There was some
Shelly.
There was a little bit of misunderstandings on both sides here, but I think I'm watching it.
I'm not even watching the chat.
You know, I do have to work,
Just
people.
look what Cora said. You did step in kind of quick with her reading the chat first, but you just read what Cora said.
I did. Thank you, Cora.
I mean, you did step in kind of quick with her reading the chat first. I mean, but you owned up to your mistake on that part. It's a lot of people working tonight. You're working, or Ruben's doing some paperwork. There's several people working tonight.
Yeah, I got 4 minutes left.
I'm trying to host a clean, friendly chat where people can have an adult conversation without fighting and carrying on. I don't want all the drama over here. There's plenty of other channels for the drama.
Yeah. What are you guys having for supper?
We had a teen luncheon today after church, and I brought home some food from there to bring for dinner for me. I don't know what Josh is having.
I'm still undecided between some jelly dogs or peanut butter and jelly.
Josh, are you tired of peanut butter jelly?
Hey, I can't help but I go through a jar of jelly a week.
Oh, I
not
can
joking.
live off of peanut butter and jelly.
I'm legit not joking. I have to buy a bag every week or a jar every week. Exactly, Christine. Americans.
I only like certain kind of peanut butter, though. I only like the gel.
Well, I prefer crunchy, but Bird can't eat crunchy, so I'd only just buy creamy. And I prefer a grape jelly, not a jam, a jelly.
Yeah.
If I eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I have more peanut butter than I do jam. And Josh, I still have like 3 minutes on this clock.
But me, I eat a jelly and peanut butter sandwich.
You put
It's
more
like
jelly than you do peanut butter?
It's like a cup of jelly per teaspoon of peanut butter.
And I like more peanut butter than I do jelly or jam.
And I'm really not exaggerating. There's usually jelly oozing at the sides of my sandwich.
I like grape, strawberry, and raspberry.
And I'll make 2 or 3 at a time.
See, we make homemade jelly. My sister made what is it? Cranberry
That sounds good.
and strawberry, I think it is.
They had the
That's really good.
They had the Maple Festival up the road last weekend and this weekend where they bottle real maple that they drain out of the trees, and they do it every year around this time for 2 weekends out of a year. I wanted to go, and Doofus.
I backed out all night.
Oh, it's fun watching that.
Doofus forgot to put in to be put in to be off work. You like what mixed together, Christine? Peanut butter and jelly? He does peanut butter and jelly in a big old glass of milk. Yes, Billy Bob. Peanut butter and jelly, glass of milk.
Peanut butter and honey too.
That would be good. And don't forget the maple syrup. Everything's good with maple syrup, eh?
When I was younger, I used to take plain bread and dip it in the homemade maple syrup that my mom used to make. My sister, she made maple. We used to help my sister make maple syrup, but she don't live on the farm anymore where they used to do that. So, but yeah, I've made maple syrup with my sister.
It's a maple farm. It's not far from here, and that's what they do. It's a whole bunch of them through there, and they start checking it months ago to make sure it's the right color and everything before they start bottling it. And they order their custom bottles and labels and all that. And it's always a big event every year. They
Well,
did.
he made his own thing to do it with.
They'll
So
even
we
do
made
like,
it on their property, and I tell you what, that stuff can get pretty. It gets pretty hot.
they'll even do like a pancakes and stuff with like fresh maple syrup.
Yep.
Sorry for the luck. Gas station just closed, I think. Did the gas station close or are they in time? Gas station's closed. Gas station closed. Well, no. They turned their pumps up at 9 o'clock and this car pulled in right at 9 o'clock. This particular station don't leave. This particular station, their pumps on once they're closed for the night.
Yeah.
Yes, you shut me up before you.
I had already turned the pump off because I had to wait on thing. So, hang on, guys. I gotta back out of this.
You should be good.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
How better
Yeah.
flour tortilla? Ooh, Cora, that sounds really good.
But I used to dip regular bread in it.
Yeah, I know.
You
Oh,
put that
crap.
on.
I forgot.
What are you doing?
I'm tired. I'm glad I'm off tomorrow. Work 3 days in a row.
Well, I guess if you're off tomorrow, we can set the alarm for like 4 and we can get up for the ride along to Orlando and take a nap. Once we get to where we're going, for old time's sake, since we haven't been to Orlando in a while.
You've never been to Orlando.
Well,
I went when I was 12.
I virtually go to Orlando a couple times a week when I go with Aruba, but
Nope, I don't. I've never been to Florida.
I really want to go,
I'll be
but
back, guys.
it's a long drive. I don't fly and it's a long drive.
Nope, I don't fly either. I've been to Georgia and otherwise I've been the states I've been actually in are South Dakota, North Dakota, Wisconsin. I've been in
North
Canada.
Dakota, that's where Stormtroopers from, is North Dakota.
I've been in Iowa. But then Illinois and all them, Tennessee, Kentucky,
And I've been,
and Georgia when we went to Georgia. But other than that, it's South Dakota, North Dakota. I've been in Nebraska too. South Dakota, North Dakota, Wisconsin, and Iowa are the big states I've really been in.
we've been to the edge of Georgia before, going to Alabama, but last year for her birthday, we went to Kentucky to that Noah's Ark encounter thingy, and then from there we went from Virginia across West Virginia to Kentucky that way, and then came back up to Tennessee over to Virginia from Kentucky that way. Virginia,
Yeah.
West Virginia, Kentucky, back to Tennessee, back to Virginia. So it just been like a U type circle, but it has been up.
Yeah.
But I really haven't spent any significant time in Georgia, just except for kind of crossing through a corner of it to kind of go to Alabama. But we talk about Florida, but I don't fly, and that's a long drive. It would definitely take some planning to do that kind of a trip. As far as the Atlas trailers along my route, I'd almost have to plan my route ahead of time and plan what cities we were going to be stopping in to get my dialysis treatments in.
Yeah.
I went to nursing school in South Dakota, first job North Dakota. Born and raised St. Louis, ended up then moved to Florida. So where are you at now, Christine? Are you in Florida now? I can't keep up. when in the YouTube world, people are a little bit of everywhere. There's people from Florida and Arizona and Missouri. I just can't keep up anymore.
Have you guys met that Minnesota Mike?
I have not met Minnesota Mike, but I have met a guy named Minnesota Bob. Minnesota Bob gave me a CB radio during 4th of July rally when we did that 4th of July protest last year where they blocked the highways around the beltways of D.C.
Oh, okay.
Okay, U-Haul. I'll check it in a minute. I didn't know you was in Florida, Christine. Hey, no wonder you've been to Orlando recently. You didn't get to go to the 1776 dump over the weekend, did you? U-Haul, we wondered where you are tonight. I figured you've been over Glory Beach since you hadn't hopped in before now.
He was probably at the vigil or watching the vigil.
That's
We're
what I
still
figured.
doing it because Trooper's still on. I just don't have the volume on or up, I should say. No. Oh.
What'd you email to U-Haul? I'm not seeing nothing, pal.
Oh,
Okay, I found
I'm back, guys.
a plate.
What are you looking for?
I got 3 emails, U-Haul. I got them.
Hey, U-Haul. U-Haul.
Yeah, he just hopped in.
Hey, U-Haul. How are you?
Yeah, they should be able to hear you.
They're still doing the vigil thing.
Yeah, until like 9:30, I think.
It usually goes until 9, I thought.
Well, they do the
Wait,
night
no.
like them
It's
at
a little
9.
after 9 because they do the thing at 9.
Yeah.
Intel Tifa. I just had something come through the back door. Intel Tifa.
What?
I can't tell you on stream.
Oh, okay.
Rides with me off to right. I was camping. Appreciate it. Yes, technically we do all go to Orlando Monday through Friday. And it's a nice ride. I think I got to set my alarm clock in the morning so I can actually get up and for it so I don't miss my ride. I've been missing it. And Christine, I'm not going to tell you this again. When you go camping in a 75-foot double-decker trailer, that is not camping, dear.
That's glamping.
That is glamping to a whole new level.
I'm trying to talk Josh into getting us like a small camper.
When you come get my 8-person tent and my air mattress, and that's camping. When you take the propane stove and the grill, the air mattress, and the tent, then you're camping. What you're doing ain't camping. I'm sorry, but it's not camping.
We camped last summer.
We did our share camping at Bunker Hill with 76 over the summer.
I had a 3-man or a 3-room tent.
Yeah, between Daytona and St. Augustine. I'm channel surfing. Okay, U-Haul, go lurk. We'll see you shortly.
Did he get off of panel?
He was never on panel.
Oh, I thought he was.
No, he was in chat. He was channel surfing. He'd be back later.
Did the critters ever show up to J6?
Nope.
That's
Well,
good.
Big D's there, Trooper's there, Sherry's there. I doubt that they will be.
The last night, third of its kind was also there.
I told one of them that big Red Mama should show up. Then he can't show up.
Right.
You think he would care?
But the cops had I don't know if Ant and those guys moved it or if the cops moved it, but they had their little pen thing that normally is across the street right next to theirs. And
Yeah,
I
they
tell
did.
you what, that was a mistake and a half.
The cops did it.
The cops are the ones that did it? Because
Yep.
now it's not even there.
The cops
Yeah.
even did actually on a live stream last night.
Well, it's not there
They-
now.
Early tonight.
Oh, David got there earlier tonight?
Yeah,
That's it.
David got there early.
I'm not reading the chat right now, so I don't know what's.
I'm not on chat either.
Well, I know he got there early because I was watching him first. He beat Trooper there because Trooper wasn't even up yet. David was running his live, but Trooper wasn't. And then all of a sudden I seen Trooper on there.
I like Trooper.
And then they got that big thing up so that they couldn't see nothing. That irritates them.
Yeah. Well, one night last week I was watching, they built like a cardboard wall where they couldn't see him or something.
Yeah.
It's about like last year, 76. I was in the gate, and DOA was across the street like they were all summer. And we were going at it, me and DOA, where we looked over us, had our tripod set up, and we were going at it back and forth. And one of our viewers is an OTR driver, and he messaged us, and he's like, tell him I'm coming, and because he was just in Pennsylvania, I think he wasn't far from us. And he said, tell him I'm coming. I put a stop to it. He rolled in and parked his truck right there along the fence line where they couldn't see anything inside the gate because he parked his truck outside the fence line there outside the gate and left it sitting there all weekend. That's where he took his break or his rest or whatever until Monday where they couldn't see anything. Because his truck power blocked it all.
That was
Yep.
awesome.
He wasn't that far from us. He was watching my stream. And
Well, they've done that quite a few times. Put that big thing up. And then but the one night they had it,
Holy
that
crap,
board
that truck's
seats
like
up.
right.
and then they had like a strobe light going. Well, that messes your videoing up. So they couldn't even put it that way.
They've
So
had
it
the
fucked
strobe
with
light-
their thing.
they've had the strobe going a lot here the last couple of nights.
But they were using a lot of lights last night, and it's like, good thing I don't have seizures because that's what'll trigger seizures or them things. And
Yeah.
I know with the convoys when they were doing them strobe lights, people were asking them to stop doing it because they couldn't. Otherwise, they couldn't watch it because, that sets off seizures.
Yeah.
My sister can't have it. My one younger sister, she can't have it. My daughter can't have it because she has seizures. And they think that her seizures are caused from an accident that she was in. So,
Who's the last one to comment?
Even police lights cause seizures. Yeah, the new police lights, the way they're all LED and all them crazy patterns, some of them are ridiculously, dangerously bright.
well, yeah. And
The
see,
cop car lights, they're LED and there's so many bulbs in them. They're dangerous now because they're so bright. They can cause seizures or blind you. I mean,
yeah. And see, people that have seizures, that is not good. They can't watch that kind of stuff. Well, Trooper's done. He went off.
I'll
But
be off.
yeah,
Okay.
my daughter can't even go to a movie that has that kind of strobe light type things.
Mentioning movies, the local drive-in last night or Friday night, a fundraiser for the local high school, and it was going to be the original Willy Wonka movie, and they was even going to have like little golden tickets, and somebody there in a Willy Wonka costume. Look at the state trooper sitting there. Oh shit, it's the cops. Sitting there crossover, state trooper back to the there, didn't see him sitting there. But they were doing a thing for the local high school, and they were going to be doing Willy Wonka, like a guy in a Willy Wonka costume, like taking pictures and stuff as a little fundraiser type thing for
I've
gifts.
seen
I
them.
think
I'm sorry. I've seen them.
Christine has a couple of things going on. I mean, she has to get daily transfusions or infusions or whatever the word is I'm looking for. Not daily, weekly, I mean.
Good night, Jeffries. Travels from the Twin Cities.
Yep. Bye, Jeffries. We'll see you later. We'll get you in the chat room tomorrow somewhere.
No. Which one is the ones that you watched over in California for watching the
Oreo
free scanners over in California when Joe's gone?
I know we watched Oreo Express, Taco Joe, or First Responders Media, White Shirt Media.
White T-shirt media,
White T-shirt Media.
Kelly Field Lives, Artie on the Scene. There's a couple of ones. Artie on the Scene does a lot during the day. White T-shirt media, he'll go out around 8 or 9 o'clock at night like Taco. At least
Yep.
that's my time. I watch White T-shirt media like Bobby and Nikki. They
But
usually
you
out
can't-
till they usually out till about 12.
There's one that I watched, and you from there, and I'm not sure if that's the one. He does TikTok. He's on TikTok for it, and you have to be a subscriber to even write anything.
Yeah, that's where TikTok and Twitch and them, they get you. You got to be a paid subscriber to write anything. On Facebook, you can subscribe for free. On Facebook, the paid memberships is just that, a membership.
I can write on a lot of people's, and I'm not prescribed to them on TikTok.
Now, a lot of
Got it that way.
people set it up as you have to be paid to try to cut down on the trolls. Because
I mean, I can watch them, but yet I can't respond, but I can watch them. I just
Right.
can't respond to them or anything like that.
a lot of people the trolls stuff and respond to them and spam their chat and stuff. And a lot of them just are money hungry and just want the money, and some of them just want to eliminate the trolls. Different folks do it for different reasons.
Yeah.
Just like when people set their chat to subscriber only mode and stuff. Some people do it for the subscriptions. Some people just do it to cut down on the trolls and the spam.
Well, yeah, I can understand that, but you shouldn't have to. It's to me when they do that, it seems like they, if you want to watch anybody and they put it prescribers only, it seems like they just want money. And I won't do it. It's not worth watching. If they
I might watch them, but I'm not commenting because I'm not paying. Unless it's somebody like Megs. We do have a channel membership over Megs, but he's got cheap, affordable rates, and we like Megs.
Hey, leader.
See, I'm not prescribed to anybody because I don't have the money.
But on YouTube, you can subscribe obviously for free, But on Twitch and some of them, it costs you to subscribe. On Facebook and some of them, the one that costs money is called a membership, a channel member, which we offer those, but we don't promote them. I have them available for people who want it, but you never hear me talk about it.
Hey, Linda Peterson, how are you doing this evening? We're doing pretty good. I'm just getting off work.
Yeah, I don't think that's right. That, I know they want to protect and keep the trolls out, but that ain't right because some people can't afford to do the prescriptions.
What a lot of people don't realize is some folks who do that to member only and all that nonsensical bullshit is literally doing this for a living. This is their source of income. Like me, I'm not doing this for an income. If anybody wants to send a couple dollars here and there,
Taco Joe and Oreo don't do it. If you want to, you can, but you can still watch them.
Well, the Oreo and Taco get enough
and all
money.
that stuff.
Oreo and Taco get enough money in super chats and everything else, so selling their shirts and stuff without having to do it. But I mean, I'm not. If people want to send us a couple dollars here and there to cover an event or something, they know how to get a hold of our Cash App or PayPal. But I'm not pushing the memberships and super chats and super stickers and all that nonsensical bullshit, even though I have it, just because to me, it's not worth it. It's just not worth the headache.
Yeah. I don't even have that. I don't even have a Cash App. I don't have a Venmo. I don't have any of that on mine. None whatsoever. I will not.
A lot of people don't.
I will not take money from anybody. I'm not like that.
Right?
If you want to give me money, let me work for it. Because I will not take it any other way.
Well, if I'm out here covering a protest or a rally or a court case or a parade or a structure fire or something, I consider it working for it. I'm standing there and I'm working for it. I'm showing something.
Well, see, I
don't want money just for doing nothing. I mean, it's one thing if we're actually doing something like at a rally or an auction or a convoy or something. I mean, if you're taking the time to stream it, that's work. But to just send people, but to send somebody $20 for a smoky stick or $25 for cheeseburgers and $20 to go get a Subway sandwich, I'm not about all that. Like, I was watching a stream the other night and they're like, we need money for cigarettes. And it's like, okay, guys, let's send them money for their cigarettes or let's send them money for their cell phone bill.
Hey, Hot Damn, how are you? I hope you're doing well this evening.
No, I don't.
Welcome, Hot Damn.
I don't do that. Even with the guys I've given or worked or went with after my divorce and stuff, I don't just take the money. They've tried giving me money. It's like, what do you want me to do? Because I will not just take it.
Want some music, girls?
Other than Linda said, hey, guys. I said hi to her.
Hot Damn. I haven't seen my favorite troll since yesterday. It was funny. You and Kelly addressed it that night on your channel. The very next day, she was over in, I think, Cactuses.
Then she was in Ants.
Then she was in Ants yesterday.
Ooh.
Then
Debbie.
yesterday she was also in Aruba's, but I haven't seen her all night last night or all day today. I had a troll, but we haven't.
A stalker, basically.
It was a troll, and I haven't seen her since last night or yesterday evening. Last place I guess we saw her would have either been Ants or Aruba's.
No, I try not to do the rodents and give them any, and
Well, if I watch over there, I don't comment over there. I'm not.
And then last night I didn't have no choice but to see freaking Ant. because he was right there.
Yep.
Yeah, you weren't avoiding it last night.
Otherwise I don't usually go into any of those because all they are is saying negative stuff, mean stuff. No, I don't go for that. I was bullied when I was in school. No, I'm not gonna sit there and listen to them do it to other people.
I was bullied in school.
Well,
And-
Bird,
Believe me, I was really, really bad. I've even had to have the gym teacher cut gum out of my hair.
okay, Linda. Thanks for stopping in. Please give us a like. Have fun over Mags's.
Hey, hi, ma'am, I'm doing pretty good. I just got off of work 25 minutes ago. But I'm doing okay.
How is your
My job?
no,
Potassium?
yeah.
It's doing okay. They switched me to a different diuretic. So we're hoping it'll work.
I hope so too.
Something's got to work.
I know the one doctor wants to sit there and mess with my meds, and I said no. And so now they said that they'll refill it this time, but then they ain't gonna fill it again. It's like, no, I am fine on the meds that I am on. Don't mess with them. I don't want to find out if I'm allergic to them again, because they've done that to me before, and I wasn't even home, and I took one of the pills, and other than my niece telling me what happened, I have no clue, because I was so out of it, I didn't even know where the heck I was. And it's like, nope. And then my blood pressure got up over 200 on top and over way above like 130 on the bottom. Yeah.
The last time I was that high, I took an ambulance ride to the hospital, and I honestly don't even remember. I was so out of it that day. I've never took an ambulance to the patient. I used to drive them. I refused to take an ambulance to the patient that day. She's like, "I need to call the squad." I'm like, "I don't know. I think you better." I don't even remember the squad ride to the hospital, and it was over 200 over something.
I've never taken an ambulance ride except for
I used to drive them. I didn't want to
until last July. I had to take it because I couldn't even. I was so dehydrated and all that kind of stuff, and
normally either I'll drive
doctor-
myself or I'll get her to drive me. But that day,
my regular doctor thinks it was my gallstone or they found out I had a gallstone. I thought I didn't really even understand. I was so out of it, I don't even know. Plus, they took me to the wrong hospital anyways. But then in September, I had to call because I fell off the ladder I was getting apples, and somehow the ladder came from underneath me, and I ended up falling to the ground, and I broke my L1 in my back. And I tell you what, I don't know how I got up and came into the house and up the steps, and I went up some other steps.
I think you talked
Get
about
clean clothes on because I was dirty, and then I didn't want to just lay on my couch in dirty clothes because of the dirt. And then I went to the bathroom and got a leave, and I came and laid on the couch. That was it. I could not move at all. I was screaming and hollering. I mean, I couldn't even do nothing. And I called my friend, and she's like, what the heck is going on? And I told her what happened. She goes, I want, you to call 911. It's like, kind of didn't really want to because I didn't want to go on another ambulance ride. And then my neighbor came over. I called her to come over here to make sure they brought me to the right hospital this time, which they did. And the only way that I would be able to go up in a room was be tested for COVID, which I knew I didn't have, and I had to wear a mask up until I went there. But then once I was in my room, the nurses weren't wearing a mask, and
It's real funny. It's super contagious in the waiting rooms, in the emergency room, in the hallways, in the elevator. But once you get upstairs, it suddenly goes away. It's like a funny barrier. It's like it suddenly goes away when it's upstairs. Like they got a different purifying system upstairs than the rest of the hospital has.
well, I told them to keep it below my nose, and they wouldn't even do that. They said, no, you got to have it up over your nose until you get up in your room. Otherwise, we can't take you up.
Oh, yeah.
That's
got
fine.
under your nose. Then upstairs, you can ball it up and throw it across the room, and they don't really give a crap. But if you're in the other part of
I was in so much pain, I couldn't hardly even breathe because I was in so much pain.
Here's a good one for you. The other week, whatever, when I was at the hospital, I just happened to go by the surgical waiting area to go to the elevator. Hardly nobody in the surgery waiting room area had a mask on. In the other part of the hospital lobby, you gotta have a mask on. The elevators, you gotta have a mask on. All these other parts, you say you gotta have a mask on in the building. Go by the operating waiting room. Just about nobody in there had a mask on. It wasn't even below their chin. It wasn't even on their face, period. I don't know if they even had one in their possession, but it wasn't even hanging off their ears, under their chin, on their head. It wasn't nowhere, so.
Then then I had to go through physical therapy, and after I was out, well, they were trying to get me into a nursing home. I looked at them, I said, I will not go. I said, I got animals at home. I've got to go home and take care of them. I am not going to a nursing home. Sorry, I am not going there. So they were supposed to have in-home care. They didn't do that. So here I'm trying for like 3 or 4 days. I mean, I couldn't stand and make me meals or anything. And it was bad. But I made it through. I mean, like today I had to shovel. I was outside for 2.5, 3 hours, but I had to stop because my back was hurting me. And as soon as I came back in, I got my jammies on and I laying on the couch because my back is just killing me.
I bet.
So, is she still on, Bert?
Yeah, she's here.
I'm here. I'm just sitting here.
Nobody's really talking. I think she's looking at the chat to make sure we weren't missing nothing.
But yeah, I got scoliosis and my vertebrae is one going one way and the other one going another way, pinching the nerve in there, and then I end up breaking my back. But the funny thing is where I broke my back, they were touching it and, oh, does it hurt here? Does it hurt here? It's like, no. They touched my lower back, man. I almost went through the ceiling. And they said because since I was messed up, and even my doctor even looked at the thing and he noticed that there's more of a gap between the vertebrae on the bottom, and that he thinks that's why I wasn't feeling it. The pain was going right to them spots. But I think it happened Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday. Friday or Saturday was the last time I actually took some really strong painkillers. And then they go, well, we'll send you home with painkillers. I never even touched the bottle. I don't even know where the bottle is. I put it away, and now I don't know what I did with it.
Don't you hate when that happens?
But I do not take. I won't do them. I'll take a leave before I take them.
Yeah.
I do not like taking strong painkillers like that. I was. I didn't even want to. But then I found out when they first came here to get me, they gave me fentanyl. Did you know that they use that?
Well, they have a hospital version and there's the deadly version, but there's a safe version that the hospital uses.
Yeah, they use it for surgery and all that stuff. And I've never had this happen. They put it up my nose. They put it in my nose because they had to move me from my couch to the floor because they couldn't bring the board in because there wasn't no way of getting out with it. So they had to have about 20 guys put me on this thing that has handles, and then they had to carry me out there and then put me on the board and all that stuff. But
They put you on like a weird little chair type thing?
No, it was just a flat thing. They grabbed my covering that I had on the couch and grabbed pillows and everything that I had with me. And so they just put them on there and all that stuff because they had to kind of keep my legs up because I was in so much pain that I had my legs propped up some just to kind of ease it off my back. But no, I had to have quite a few people in here and stuff, and it was horrible. But that same ladder, when I was still married to my ex, my younger daughter and my ex went to town to get some stuff, and I was gonna go up in the attic, and the ladder ended up falling. Good thing it fell where it did. Otherwise, I would have probably been killed because our staircase is wide open up there. Well, that ladder went in between the wall and the staircase. And I believe I got knocked out. I broke 3 of my ribs on the upper part. By my heart and stuff. Those 3 ribs right up there is what I busted. And believe it or not, I was trying to hide it so much that, I was trying to get it not obvious that I got hurt. But I couldn't. It was getting to the point where I couldn't handle the pain. So I had my ex bring me into the ER room, and they were cussing me out. Why didn't you take an ambulance? You could have been hurt or worse than what you are, and all this other stuff. They were mad because I walked in instead of took an ambulance. They could have, Plus, I was probably knocked out. I don't remember a whole lot. I don't know if I hit my head or not. I don't know.
Possible.
But yeah, they put a neck brace on both times, and so they threw the last one away, but I got the other one. Yeah, I was in a neck brace and all that stuff. But when I did my ribs, I had 2 women lifting me, and it's like, you guys stop. And then they, when they do those tests or the CAT scans, and you have to take a deep breath, and hold it in.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, how do you think I'm gonna do that? It hurts too much to hold my breath. It's just crazy.
Right.
No. I've never got the times when I was younger and the stunts that I did when I was younger. And it's like, I never broke a bone in my body when I was younger. And
But yeah,
climbing
we
on
need
ropes plants and thin branches kicking apples down. Never fell and broke any bones. And then as soon as I'm older now, shoot, I don't know how many bones I broke. My daughter
Exactly.
broke my nose twice.
Exactly. Don't take much now.
Oh man. Now that and then I've got a one of those hiatus hernias or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
I got one of those. I busted that.
Uh-oh.
So they had to be careful.
Yeah.
And then putting the brace and all that stuff on for my back.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really irritating. I thought for sure I was going to be screwed.
Yeah,
But I didn't bust it.
that's good.
So. So what is your plans for the week? Anything interesting?
I never know what it's going to be from one day to the next. It can start off with nothing on my calendar, or then it can fill up kind of quickly. You just never know. You just never know.
You're like me. I got
It can start off empty and dull. It can fill up rather quick. It's hard to tell.
I got a sump pump coming because I gotta get my basement ready for when all this snow melts, because I know my basement's gonna flood like it worse than what it did last year. Last year in one time I had about 3 inches of water down there.
That don't sound good.
Believe me, it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Oh, I borrowed I had a battery operated pump last year, but it couldn't keep up. And it wasn't taking it out quick enough. So then my neighbor brought one over, and that even had a hard time keeping up with all the water that was coming in. But I'm buying a brand new one that works a lot better and at more of a bigger speed and stuff, so I can have a bigger hose.
For what you're dealing with, you need something that can get the job done.
But yeah, I learned my lesson. Do not to use a battery operated one right off the bat. And this one has a float and everything, so it doesn't run continuously either. This one once it gets down to a certain point in the hole, then it'll stop. So yeah, it was pretty bad last year. I lost a lot of stuff down in my basement. But we were told it was fixed when we bought the house, and it's not. They said the roof was fixed, and it wasn't.
That sucks. So when you get screwed like that, where they say something was done and it wasn't done.
So yeah, I've had last summer and the summer before I had to go up on the roof, and I tell you what, I will not go up there unless somebody is in my yard at the bottom of the ladder, kind of watching the ladder just to make sure I don't fall, because my roof is not small at all. It's a very, very steep, and it's very big drop off. You slip, you're gone.
I'm funny about going on roofs and bringing somebody holding the ladder. I mean, because you just never know. You just never know. If you're not careful, you can kick the ladder over. Then there you are. You're still stuck.
Well, I'm not on a ladder up there. I have to use stuff and then put a wood plank and all that stuff up there just to even get up there.
Right.
I use the ladder to get up there, but then I got to step on the wood. But I got to be very careful even after that, because if I slip That's about a 50-foot fall.
I'm gonna tell you from what I ran fire rescue before, a 50-foot fall from a roof from where I used to run with because of the hospitals that were nearby, that would buy you an ambulance ride. Falling from a roof like that would buy you, a helicopter ride. That would, because we weren't that close to a trauma center with the agency I ran with. We were about an hour away, so a fall from a roof like that would be a helicopter ride.
It'll be more time if I fall off my roof.
Yeah, because with what we had to work with in my local community hospital, it wouldn't be no point in taking you there unless it was just to meet the helicopter on the pad. Or to just go here and put the bird in the air at that point.
I wouldn't even be alive to even go on a helicopter. Because it's I'd end up breaking every bone in my body. Because it's a straight shot down and there's rocks and
Okay, what's this in the chat? A new enemy channel. Damnation Johnny. Do you have a link for that, Mr. U-Haul? Do you have a link for that channel? Can you post a link for that U-Haul? Apparently there's a new troll channel. Need to watch out. Damnation Drive-In or something.
Yeah.
what's that?
Apparently it's a new enemy channel. U-Haul just posted in the chat. I ain't linking them.
For enemies, what do you mean?
A troll. He said he ain't linking them. I'd like to find them so we can keep an eye on them.
Oh, okay.
You know what they say? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I watch all the troll accounts. I mean, Lori, Vaughn, and I watch them all.
I don't post anything, so I really don't have to watch them. They drive me nuts. Just their voice. Cringes.
Well, sometimes I watch them so I can troll them and see what they're up to. Kind of how U-Haul always lurks. Sometimes I'll lurk it. Okay, there's the link.
No, they're Lori, I know I had court on the 17th. She thought that she was going to be able to just have her lawyer there, but I guess I don't know what ended up happening or anything like that.
They're going to rule. You'll know a ruling by sometime this week.
So
it's
then
Thank you.
and-
I appreciate it.
and
You're exactly right.
thing-
That's a brand new channel. They restream like hot damn. Okay. Hot damn was in here a few minutes ago. She might still be lurking. I don't know. Probably not. Based on the numbers, she might have left.
did Red Mamas and when did their court reschedule for?
I don't know. I think it's in May, maybe. I don't know.
That's what I thought was May. And I know it got pushed out.
I'm not sure when that one is. Aruba was in here earlier, U-Haul. Italian Princess was in here. She said she'd be right back, and I haven't seen her anymore. Cacti was going to cook dinner. She was supposed to be back, and I haven't seen her anymore. Hope you all doing good. Hope he's had a good weekend. I didn't talk to him this weekend. I've been kind of busy, and I know he's been kind of busy. Ruby
Well, trucking
Ruby
takes-
over at Wendy's. I didn't know Wendy was live. I guess it would be time for her sunset, wouldn't it? I forget Arizona's a few hours behind us. Yeah, she probably is over there at Wendy's for the Arizona sunset. Yeah, mine too, U-Haul. Mine too.
Oh, Meg's on? I
Cacti,
didn't think he was gonna be on.
Cacti's probably over Wendy's also. I know she said she'd be right back, and I haven't seen her. I know one day last week, U-Haul, you might have missed her, and I did a live, and a Ruby was in the chat, and then they said that Carrie was on, so we all hopped off and went over to Carrie's channel. Aruba was over there. Jethro was over there. I was over there. We all went to Carrie's one night last week. You call it Arizona Windy Z. That's a good name. That's a good one. But now, I hope you're doing good this weekend, U-Haul. I don't know where you're at this weekend. It don't matter where you're at as long as you're doing good and not fighting any kind of crazy weather.
Well, I know all about trucking. This was a truck, and his brother was a trucker. Over the road trucking can tear a family right apart. I know it.
Anything can tear a family right apart if you let it. I mean, you really got to be committed, and you really got to have trust there, and know what's bullshit, know what's truth. Florida, Alabama line.
Nope. My ex, he's cheated on me. I mean, I raised both my girls my oldest daughter pretty much all the way through school, and then the younger one until she was 14, when her and her dad decided to pull a stunt on me. That was uncalled for.
Trucking gets me to bunker events like Bunker Hill.
What?
My ex has
Yeah,
been
it does.
by the state capitol.
Too bad you couldn't have gone to the thing that Ruby went to yesterday, the auction and all that brownies that they had yesterday you hauled over in Florida. It looked like a lot of fun. Too bad you couldn't have made it over there for that.
No, my ex has been by the state capitol. Him and with one of the jobs or companies that he was with, him and another guy had to go out there and bring something out that way. And then the other guy that was with my ex ended up in an accident.
Oh no.
And that's because, you know how people like to kind of, when truckers are trying to turn and people think that they can go right next to them when they're turning the corner, that's what happened.
Yeah.
And then, of course, my ex was right behind him. And then he used to haul pigs. That's a hard job. I
That
would
sounds like a messy
never
job.
want to do that.
Sounds messy.
Hauling animals and stuff. You get them mean ones, or you get these. He had to haul hogs that were 600-700 to over 1,000 pounds. I tell you what, you fall once, you're getting trampled on. The little babies are so cute, though. I got to ride with them a few times, and you can hear them in the back making their pig sounds, and then we had
Some
to drop
people
them
have-
off at a farm, and you got to be in a uniform. You
But
got to
some
wear
pigs are cool.
booties and all that stuff.
Some piggies behave. Some people have pet piggies.
Yep.
We watch another chat, and there's somebody who gets on the panel sometimes who's actually got a pet pig and will wash it in the sink. It just depends on the type of pig.
What's her name? She's on Red was Melanie and Red's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's her. That's her. Ninja.
Yeah, Ninja.
Ninja's got a pet pig, and
Yeah.
she talks about. It's funny because she'll talk about her pet pig and how cute it is and everything else. And then there's another lady on there who talks, who's got the other kind of pig that ain't so cute and everything. The ones that they used to have pigs that they would fatten up and roast or whatever. You know, they'd eat them. It just depends on the type of pig, I guess. I don't know nothing about pigs.
Ninja has ones that you don't.
Right, she's got like the other type of pig, the one that behaves.
Yep.
Not one that you would eat, but the other kind.
See, I was raised on a farm I'm a farm girl, man. Both of my daughters know how to milk a cow.
I'll stock cane, but that's about stocking hay is about the extent of it. Stocking hay and feeding cattle is about the extent of it. I haven't gone any farther than that.
I know how to milk a cow by hand, by milker. I used to have, in one of the foster homes I was in, I had to do 7 head all by myself. I had to go get them.
Just don't try to milk a bull.
I didn't realize when I first got to that place, I didn't realize they had a freaking bull in the field. And I tried climbing because I seen cows. I'm into that, man. So I climb over the fence. Didn't realize they had a freaking bull in there. I tell you what, I got out as fast as I climbed over. But the thing is people say, well, they see if you wear red or whatever, certain colors, they can see it. No, they can't. The cows are colorblind. They cannot see it. Right. You can use a blue one and they'll still come after you.
Yeah.
And I mean, that bull was mean. And then I had to do about 700 head of cattle. I had to do pigs, chickens, calves, all before school. And I had to be ready and be down at the end of the road between 6 and 6:30 to get on the bus.
Holy crap, it's rough. Early morning.
Oh yeah. And I had to do the night chores and everything else. It got too much for me. Well, they were supposed to help, but for some reason they thought that it was just gonna be me doing it. They shoved it all on me.
Oh, that's bullcrap.
So I ended up getting stuck doing it.
That's bullcrap.
So yeah, I lived on a farm when I was younger. I grew up until my parents got divorced and stuff. Because my parents, my dad was a bad alcoholic, so they got divorced and stuff, and that was in 75. But I was only like starting at 3-4 years old, and they got divorced. I was born in 69. So
I think I was 2 when my folks got divorced. And me and Bird was talking about this earlier. If I was 2, and it's 18 months apart between me and my brother, that means my brother was only between 6 months to a year old. Well, not even a year yet. He was like 6 months to a year, give or take, old when my folks split. Because I remember him saying I was 2. If I was 2, if he was less than a year, I'd say anywhere from 6 to 9 months.
Nope, I'm a family of 5. I'm the second oldest.
So we got an hour and 57 minutes on the clock. I think in 2 hours we're going to shut her down since ain't nobody else really hopping on.
Okay.
We're going to go for about 2 more minutes here, give or take, and then probably shut her down.
Yeah, but no, I had to go up in the hay loft and get the hay down for the horses and the cows and the pigs and all that kind of stuff. And then,
did you have one of those elevator type things for the hay, or did you have to do it all by hand?
A regular ladder. I had to throw them down.
Because they also have some kind of a weird elevator thing that you could use to like help stock them.
We didn't have one of those at that time. And then we had to bale hay. And that was about 6 when they got divorced. And shoot, I was pretty young when we first started doing chores.
Yeah.
So I've always known to work. And now
Well,
I can't work, and it drives me nuts because I can't because of my arms and because a hospital or a doctor or one that drew blood, he was just learning how to do it, and he destroyed my arms. Completely destroyed them.
kids these days don't know nothing about work and chores or none of that crap. I tell you,
My kids do. Believe me.
I'm gonna tell you what. When folks like me and Bird and U-Haul and different ones, when we get older, we're gonna be fucked. Because these younger generations that's gonna have to take care of us, they ain't worth a shit.
Nope. Actually, my girls, they've done.
Thank you for that intel, U-Haul.
The really youngest one, it was hard to get her to do it. The oldest one, she did it. But now my youngest one has a son, and I tell you what, he's giving her a runaround. I
Yeah.
think it's funny. But yeah, my oldest one, she works her butt off. I mean, at one time she was working 3 jobs. I've always worked. I worked with elderly when I was in high school.
You've almost
I've
got
always
those
worked.
3 jobs now. Nobody wants to give you no hours. If they don't give you but 15, 20 hours, you gotta work 2 or 3 jobs in order to even complete 40, 50 hours a week.
This was back in the 80s and stuff. Nope, I've always worked. You know, and then
U-Haul, you're something else tonight. You are something else, old pal.
but see, people that see me don't realize they think actually I'm younger than what I am, which is okay.
Well, they also think you're Big D, so they shows you just what people
Well,
know.
yeah, the rodents think I'm Big D. And I think that's funnier and go out.
Yep, everybody thinks you're Big D. That's hilarious.
I know AP, she went and I was just curious because she was on something and I think I might have been on her live. I was just giving her crap and she says, Big D, you knock it off right now. And I just kept on going because I knew I wasn't Big D. It's like, you can keep on thinking. And then she was saying a whole bunch of shit. I couldn't believe the crap she was saying. But it was just hilarious because I think she still thinks I'm Big D.
What gets me is it can be like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning my time, and Bert will be in bed, and I'll start the earbuds in, and I'll turn on live, and it's the people that are on the East Coast that you would think are done for the night are just going live and getting started. Like AP, she'll go live some nights at like midnight. Wizzy will go live at like midnight. Sometimes I'll see.
He hasn't been on for about 2 weeks.
I've noticed that, but I noticed one night he went on at midnight. One night AP went on around midnight. I know some nights Red and them are still going at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, and if they're on the East Coast time, I know what time it is for some of them folks. Some of the folks are in the same time zone that I am. I know a few of those individuals only live a couple hours away from me. They're not that far, so, and it's like they're 2, 3 in the morning, they're still going strong, and it's like, good God.
There's days where I'm up where I only get maybe not even an hour of sleep. It all depends. It depends on if people get me stressed out and worked up. If I get worked up and stressed out, then don't even count on me even going to bed.
Like the other night, I was watching YouTube, and I had my earbuds in so I didn't interrupt her, because with some of these panels, you never know when the freak yelling spell is going to start, especially if you're watching the squirrel team.
Oh,
So I had
man,
my earbuds in.
the language on him. Holy
And
fuck.
when he gets
F
mad,
this, F that, and it's like,
And
I'm
when he-
stressed.
And when he gets mad and starts going off on someone, so I had the earbuds in and I fell asleep with them in. And I woke up one night and it had to be probably 4 o'clock. I still had the earbuds in, but by that time, they'd already ended the stream and made it private. But it's like, I don't know how some of these, when I'm starting to shut my stream down for the night, some of these folks are just getting started.
Yeah.
If I haven't done a stream all day, I'm sure I'm not going to do one at midnight. I better really have something to talk about to do one at midnight.
Yeah.
I don't know who sneezed.
Well,
but you
Taco
hosted a
Joe
quick
ain't gonna
news.
be on for a
Okay.
couple weeks. He's gonna be heading home Tuesday. He's still down in Mexico.
Yeah,
His wife's grandfather died, and then her dad wasn't doing good.
well, him and her had an anniversary. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday.
I saw him have something on Facebook about their anniversary.
Yeah.
It was really, really close. Like it
He
was
looked-
really, really
He
recent.
looks so different with his hair the way it is now. He needs a haircut. I'm used to seeing him with the shorter hair. He
Well,
looks so different.
when he was in D.C. and Bunker Hill and all that, he always had that black and white "We the People" hat on. So I never really have ever seen him without a hat because he even wears that hat sometimes in his stream, that black and white "We the People." You'll see him.
Yep.
You'll see, well, he got that in Bunker Hill or whatever when he was doing all the Bunker Hill TPC stuff. Because I've actually got 2 of those hats. I just don't know where one of them is. I bought one and I lost it. So then I bought another one. I know where one is. I don't know where the other one is.
Yeah. But he didn't have his hat on in the picture. Go look at it again. He looks
Is that-
so different. They don't even look like Joe.
Was that picture on his Facebook or his YouTube community?
No, it was on the Facebook community for his anniversary thing. They had a picture of him and his wife.
Because I follow him on Facebook and YouTube, so I wasn't sure where I saw it at.
It was Facebook.
Okay, I'll have to look when I get off.
He looks so different. It doesn't look like Joe.
I'll have to look. I saw the post about the anniversary, but I didn't see the picture, so I must have
Now,
missed
there's a
something.
picture. It's on Facebook.
I missed something, man.
Yeah, that's why I knew that they were coming home on Tuesday. They're heading home. He said they're going to take their time. Well, he drove. Well, he was up in Sacramento. Well, then they got the phone call. So he didn't have hardly any sleep. And then it's a 30-hour drive down there. His wife drove for maybe like a couple hours, and then he took over again. But the way they drive down there, oh my word, that's what you call suicide driving.
Probably not as bad.
Big 18-wheelers. It's a 2-lane road. And these semis are driving down the middle of the road, passing the other semi. And I tell you what, if you didn't move over, you would have been head on. Irene's like, she's freaking out. I think the kids were sleeping, but
Yeah,
Irene was she was freaking out. I was freaking out. It's like I see these lights coming, and it's like, oh my gosh. You could tell Joe was, I imagine Joe was hanging on that wheel pretty hard.
I prefer to travel this time of night when it is dark. And usually she's sleeping and I've got the GPS going or whatever. But generally, I very rarely travel during the day. I will go to dialysis, do what I got to do, come home, take a nap.
Well, there
usually,
ain't that many people at night.
usually around this time of night, around 10 o'clock or so Eastern, my time, is usually when I'll start to leave to travel. And when we went to Kentucky last May for that Noah's Ark thing, I drove all the way to Kentucky. I drove straight through, and I left around this time of night, maybe a little later. When I went to New York, the same thing. I traveled all night. I drove overnight, and then come that morning, we rested in a hotel parking lot until we could actually get into our room.
Yeah.
But once we got to Hampton Inn, once we did what we had to do and got where we were going, we rested in the parking lot until we could get our room. But at that point, I was good. I'd already avoided all the crazy traffic I'd already gotten through West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Maryland, and all that.
Yep.
And across the other side of New Jersey, right there to the New Jersey, New York border where I was going. So I prefer to travel at night. It's a lot less crazy.
Well, yeah, there ain't hardly anybody out there.
So getting ready.
There's hardly any trucks at that time, but because a lot of them already at the truck stop getting their downtime in. They're sleeping or whatever. They're resting.
Yeah. I think Bird wants to get off.
Yeah, it is about time to. We have been going for over 2 hours now, so.
Yeah.
Just tired.
Yeah, I'm getting tired too.
Go find some other channels to troll Big D.
Water.
I knew you'd get a kick out of that one.
So, but I'll talk to you guys later, and you guys have a good night.
We might be back on tomorrow. If we're not on tomorrow, we may be back on around maybe Wednesday or so for a midweek chit chat. I mean,
Okay.
I'm paying for StreamYard now, so I've got unlimited hours. I might as well use them.
Yeah.
Because if I started off with the free StreamYard, you only got like 20 hours a week. And honestly, I don't even use 20 hours a week. But I really
Yeah.
want to be able to do all the cool stuff I've been doing, like changing the backgrounds, playing with the music, have the different little logos up in the corner where the blue logo is. In order to do some of the stuff I'm playing with, I had to pay for it. So
Yeah.
I'm paying for it. I might as well start using it more.
What I should do is take pictures of the snow that's here just for you guys. So you can
Pictures
see
of
how
the
much
snow?
we actually got. So, but I'll talk to you guys later, okay?
Okay, like the one night I
Guys.
was doing a panel, I put a picture of me and that U-Haul dude side by side on here from where I met him about a month ago. I put the picture of us on the screen. And it's like, does anybody recognize this guy? He's like, I know that guy. I totally know that guy. Because it was a night that I met him and we grabbed our picture and I had it as an overlay on here. And I had it on here one night he was watching. I think he might have been on panel that night that I did it.
Yeah. But I suppose I'll let you guys go and stuff, and I'm gonna get ready for bed too. It's only 9:13, but I'm getting
Oh, it's
tired.
5:15. I still ain't figured out what the heck I'm doing for dinner.
I haven't eaten dinner either.
I hadn't decided between that hot dog or that peanut butter and jelly yet. I got to figure out something. It's starting to get late on me.
Yeah. So okay, you go in and eat, and I'll talk to you later.
Okay, y'all have a good night.
You too. Bye.
See you later. Bye-bye, everyone. Good night, U-Haul, if you're watching. We'll see you later, buddy. Take care.